Hello, student of class 10. Today I'm going to start with the rest of the portion of the industry portion. In the last video, I explained about I gave a brief introduction about the industry of India. Then I started explaining the factors that are required for the settlement or the setup of any industries, and also the different kind of the raw materials that are required. There are mainly two types of the raw materials. One is the pure and one is the impure raw material. And based on that pure and the impure raw material, there are different types of the industry. Basically, four types of the industry are there. One is agro-based industry, then animal-based, forest-based, and the mineral-based industry. Okay. So today I'm going to start with the iron and steel industry of India. So let us start with the iron and steel industry. The iron and steel industry is one of the basic industry, and it is also being known as the key to all other industries. The iron and steel industry are required, means the iron and the steel are required for making different types of the products, starting from an engineering goods to engines to machineries to small pens to any varieties of the things that are made. It's based on this iron and the steel itself. So it is one of the most important industry also among all other industries. So there are some basic raw materials required for the production of this iron and steel. The raw materials that are required are iron ore, coal, manganese, limestone, dolomite, nickel, chromium and water. So all these are one of the important raw materials which are being used in the iron and steel industry to produce the iron and the steel goods. So today I'm going to start with the Jamshedpur iron and the steel plant. The industry of India has been divided into two portions. One is the those industries which are under the private sector, and some industries are in the government sector. So this Jamshedpur iron and the steel industry is under the private sector. The Jamshedpur iron and steel industry is also being known as the Tata Iron and Steel Industry, or which is also the full form of TISCO. The Tata Iron and the Steel Company was founded by Jamshedji Tata in the year 1907. It is located at the confluence of two rivers, that is the Subarnarekha and Khorkai, which is present in the Sakchi district of this Jharkhand. Okay, though there are certain reasons for the development of this industry. So let us see what are the reasons for the development of this Tata Iron and Steel plant. Number one is the iron. Okay, the Jamshedpur iron and steel plant, or the TISCO, gets its iron from the Koa and Noamundi of the Jharkhand and Guru Maheshwari of this Orissa district. Then it gets its coal and the coking coal from the Jharia mine. Next is manganese. It gets its manganese from the Bonai and the Keonjhar mines of the Orissa. The limestone and the dolomite, it gets this raw materials from the Gangpur of Orissa again. Water, which is one of the most important raw materials also for for specifically this iron and the steel industry, because it requires a huge amount of the water for processing of the raw material and also for cooling of the industries. So ample supply of the water is very much required. So you will find most of the industries are located near any water source, specifically near any large river or any large lake. So this industry, the TISCO, gets its water from the Subarnarekha and Khorkai. The Jamshedpur iron and steel industry is well connected with the eastern and southeastern, means well connected with the other parts of the India through this eastern and the southeastern railway, and also through the national highway. The port that is one of the important factor again is, one is the Kolkata and one is the Paradip port. The Kolkata port is only about 250 km away from this Jamshedpur region, and the Paradip port is also located very nearby to this Jamshedpur iron and the steel industry. This port helps in the import of the machineries and export of the finished products. Next is the capital. The capital is another important factor because the huge capital is required for setting up of the industries and also running the industry. So this ample amount or this excessive huge amount of the capitals are being provided by the rich businessmen of this metropolitan cities that is located in the surrounding region. Next is the labor. Labor is also very much required, first because the labor is required for the running of the industries and doing other works of the industries. So the densely populated states of the West Bengal and the Bihar, as you know, the Jharkhand is bordered with both West Bengal and the Bihar, so it gets its labor from this West Bengal and the Bihar region. Now let us see the map of this Jamshedpur iron and steel industry. So you can see this is the map of this Jamshedpur iron and steel plant, or TISCO rather. So you can see in the map, this is the place where the industry is located, and here the legend is also being given. You can see that the different raw materials that are required in the industry are being shown with the different symbols. So you find that the symbols are also present in the map also. So the industry gets its iron from this Guanamundi and also Guanamundi of this Jharkhand region. Then it gets its coal from the Jharia mine, which is again in the Jharkhand region. So you can see this patches. This patches is actually showing you the coal mines, or the region where the coal is being extracted from for the industry. Next is that it's limestone. It gets its limestone from the Odisha region. You can see the limestone is it is getting it from here. Then the manganese, you can see the star marks. This star marks is showing you the region from where the manganese is being extracted for the industry. The name of the industry manganese is the Bonai. The region from where it is getting is the Bonai and the Keonjhar, which is located in this Orissa region. You can see the Subarnarekha river over here, which is not very much visible. Still you can understand, I guess, because this is the place through which the Subarnarekha is flowing, and this Subarnarekha river is supplying a huge amount of the water to this Jamshedpur region. And you can see the rail lines also, which helps in the import and the export of the finished products. So this is all about the Jamshedpur iron and the steel plants. Next one is Kulti Hirapur or Burnpur, or Indian Iron and the Steel Company, or ISCO. Okay, ISCO is the full form of Indian Iron and the Steel Company. So this Iron and the Steel Company was established in its units in the three regions, that is Kulti, Hirapur and Burnpur. Sorry, I missed the Burnpur over here, which is located in the Asansol of the Bardhaman district, and it was established in the year 1918, and it is at present operated by the Steel Authority of India. Okay, so let us see the reasons for the development of this Kulti, Hirapur and Burnpur industry. So the first thing that is required for any iron and the steel industry is the iron. So it gets its iron from the Shingbhum of Jharkhand and the Morubhanj of the Orissa. Next is the coal. It gets its coal from the Jharia mine of Jharkhand. Next, the limestone and the dolomite. It is getting it from the Gangpur and the Sundargarh region of this Orissa portion. Next is the water. So the water is being supplied to this industry from, or the industry is getting its water source from the Damodar river, which is located very near to this industry. Next, the transport. This region is well connected via this eastern and the southeastern and the national highways, southeastern railway and the national highways. Next is the power. Power is required to run the machineries, or electricity is very much required to run the industries. It gets its electricity from the DVC. The full form of the DVC is Damodar Valley Corporation. The Damodar Valley Corporation supplies the electricity that is needed to this industry. Next is the capital. The businessman invest the huge amount of the capital. They live in the nearby metropolitan cities. And the labor, obviously the densely populated states of the West Bengal and the Bihar supply the ample amount of the water, or ample amount of the labor to this industry. So let us see the map of this Kulti, Hirapur and the Burnpur. So you can see this is the map of the Indian Iron and the Steel Company. You can see the three units of the steel company. One is Hirapur is present over here, then here the Kulti is present, and here the Burnpur is present. Okay, you can see the legend here. The steel plant is being marked with this star shine, and other symbols also are given, which is representing different types of the raw materials and also the railway line. So it is getting its iron from this Goa mines of this Orissa. Next, it's the coalfield of the Jharia is providing its coal to this region or to this industry. Next is the water, the Damodar river. You can see the Damodar river is present over here. The Damodar river is supplying the water to this industry, and you can see this railway lines, and this railway lines connect this region well with the other parts of the India. And you can see the Kolkata is also very much near, means it's also located very near to this industrial to this in particular industrial region, and it's the Kolkata port also helps in the import and the export of the raw materials. Okay. Our next industry is the Bhilai steel plant. So the Bhilai steel plant was the second steel plant which is constructed in the independent India. It is situated at it is situated at the Bhilai in the Durg districts of the Chhattisgarh, and it was set up during the second 5-year plan with the help of the USSR, which is present at Russia. The Bhilai steel plant is one of the largest steel plant of the India. So the largest steel plant of the India is the Bhilai. And so let us see the reasons for the development of this industry. So it gets its iron from the Dhalli Rajhara mines of this Chhattisgarh. Next, it gets its coal from the Korba mine. Next, the manganese from the Balaghat and the Bhandara regions. Next is the limestone from the Nandini mines, which is also located in the Chhattisgarh. The water it is getting from the Tendula canal. Next, the transport. The Mumbai-Kolkata railway is well connected with this region, and it gets its labor from the nearby populated states. So let us see the map. So you can see the steel plants. It is being marked with this dark colored star. So this is the location of the Bhilai steel plant. So it is getting its iron from this Dhalli Rajhara hills, and the coal from the Jharia mines, and also from the Bokaro region. This Balaghat is providing its manganese. You can see the symbol and the legend over here. This legend is given. You can see the star is actually showing you the region from where the manganese is coming. So here the Tendula canal is present. It is supplying the water to this industry, and you can see the well connected network of this railway lines, which is helping in the import and the export of the finished products. Okay, so this is all about the Bhilai steel plants. So the next one is that we have Durgapur steel plant. The Durgapur steel plant is located in the Bardhaman district of the West Bengal. It is founded in with collaboration with the British firm that is ISKCON. The Durgapur plant was set up during the second 5-year plan, and it started its production in the year 1962. So let us see the reasons now. Iron. It is getting its iron from the Shinbhum and the Keonjhar region. Coal and the coking coal from the Jharia mine of this Jharkhand and Raniganj of our West Bengal. Next is the manganese. It is getting from the Bonai and the Barbel regions of this Orissa. Next, limestone and the dolomite, it is getting again from the Orissa. One of the name of the mine is the Birmitrapur. The Damodar is the river Damodar is providing the water to this industry. The Delhi Kolkata railway is connecting this industry with the other parts of the India, and it is also helping in the import and the export of the raw materials. Next, the Kolkata port is helping in the import of the machineries and the export of the finished products. This Kolkata port is located very near to this Durgapur steel plant, and it is getting its labor from the densely populated states of the West Bengal and Bihar. Next is the map. Let's see the map then. So here you can see this is the location of the Durgapur steel plant. It is getting its coal from this Jharia and the Raniganj portion. Then the limestone from the Birmitrapur region, iron from the Goa, Normandy and the Guru Maheshani regions, and manganese from Barbil and the Bonai region, which is also located in this. You can see here Bonai is given of Orissa, and you can see the river Damodar also here. This river Damodar is supplying the water to this industry, and you can see the railway lines are well connected with this industry. So this is all about the industry. I'm going to you have other industries too, so I'm going to explain I'm going to go through the other industries in the next video. So thank you everyone. If you have any problem, please mention in the comment section. Thank you.